crisis can lead to the brightest realization. One of my coaches actually gave me an analogy about the plane. He explained that when a plane is about to take off, it is not determined by how long that plane is on the runway. It has to stay on the runway for a long period of time. It's determined by when the control tower gives permission for that plane to move. Now, the funny part is that the plane can be on that runway for a minute, it can be on that runway for an hour, it can be on that runway for hours. It cannot move except the control tower gives permission. Now, when the control tower gives permission, what happens? The pilot at that point in time has only one option. Has only one option. And that option is to take off. It cannot take off except it increases its momentum. He only has the option of increasing the momentum. If you're very used to traveling, you would have observed that the sound of the plane will change at that point in time. When the plane is taking off, that is because the pilot has increased momentum. Now, what happens if the pilot decides that he's not going to increase momentum? It's going to be a disastrous situation because that plane will crash and burn. That plane will crash and burn. But if it successfully increases momentum, it's going to take off and get into the sky. That is how the plane of so many people's careers are. They can be on the runway, they can be on the runway of their lives for hours, they can be on the runway of their lives for minutes, they can be on their runway of their life for years. But when it is time for that plane to take off, rather than increase momentum, they lose hope. And that plane crashes and burns. That plane crashes and burns. What steps can you take when you get to what is called a place of desperation in your career? Number one, reassess your objectives and set short-term achievable goals. What this does is that when you break those goals down into actionable steps, it helps to create a sense of accomplishment as well as a sense of direction. Number two, you need to find your guiding light. You need to find someone who can guide and provide constructive criticism. That is where a coach and a mentor comes in. Engaging with one will provide new perspectives, block out your blind spots while providing accountability as well as engagement. Number three, invest in this skill development. This is the time to enhance your expertise and boost your career. Don't slow down. Do not allow the plane of your career to crash and burn.